What's going on, YouTube? LTH coming at you with a video. Sorry for the late being late making this preview video between the Chargers and the Texans. And just a heads up that I am going to be doing my recap of the Longhorns and Buckeyes, in which, congrats to Ohio State on winning the Cotton Bowl in Texas, meaning they'll be playing Notre Dame for the Natty come January 20th, in which I'll explain more in the recap between the Horns and Buckeyes. But until then, it's time to get this out the way. And I get it's last minute, and it's game day today between Chargers and Texans. And I got to say, it's a pretty good matchup, between both teams with good defenses. And thing about this Chargers team, they give up about less than 20 points a game. And yeah, his numbers aren't godly, but Justin Herbert, he's been, unlike CJ Stroud, Justin Herbert's been doing a good job of protecting the football, which is the reason why he only has 3 picks in 24. And they got this wide receiver, Lad McConkey, dude's a baller. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up his go-to target. So that's why it's important for the defense, to limit him as much as possible. And it's a chance that Quentin Williams could play too, the other wide receiver, and along with J.K. Dobbins. But with Jim Harbaugh as their head coach, I feel like they're a pretty disciplined team. But as for the Texans, what I plan on keeping an eye on is, how does the offense, fare against that Chargers defense that's known for limiting big plays, not just through the ground, but through the air as well. And second, how will the Texans, make Justin Herbert uncomfortable? And, hey, dial up some key blitzes and, harass him a lot in that pocket, to where he can't find an open target, even force him to some turnovers. Now, as far as the offense, Stroud, he's going to, got to protect the football. Because I know the Chargers are going to do everything they can to limit Nico Collins. So, separation is always key. So, got to feed Nico the ball. And, of course, Dalton Schultz got to show up. And Deontay Johnson, got to be willing to get him involved as well. But safe to say that running game got to show up too. And of course, talk about this before, pass protection, because one of my main concerns going in is the interior O-line and how they're going to be able to protect Stroud, from a talented D-line, with Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa. I mean, they know how to get after the quarterback and make life hard for opposing offenses, which is why I say, Slowick going to have to coach his ass off. Yeah, I still want him gone, but Slowick's going to dial up some creative play calls, because that's how the Houston's going to have any shot of putting points on the board. I mean, yes, I do see this game being close, and I'll admit I have picked the Chargers to win. Reason being is based on, on their ability to, score points on the board. And safe to say that Herbert's capable of scrambling, something that Stroud doesn't do enough. Scramble the football whenever he has enough room. Because that's the thing I notice about Stroud. Yeah, he's a pocket passer, but it doesn't hurt for Stroud to scramble the football, for by at least 5 or more yards. Because that's the thing about Stroud I noticed. He doesn't scramble enough. I mean, I'm not asking him to scramble like Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen or, even Anthony Richardson. But if got room, hell, scramble. I mean, run that thing. I mean, if you don't get the first down, then so be it, But I would prefer on early downs, though, first and second down. And, of course, avoid third and longs. on offense. It's all about discipline and playing smart. Because the team that works the hardest, that's the team that's going to end up prevailing. And I'll say this: hard work beats talent. Yeah, both teams are talented, but hard work beats talent at the end of the day. But hopefully, I hope the Texans prove me wrong though. I mean, I love this Houston Texans team, and they got the talent, but you know, I do know where things stand with this team. But yes, I did pick the Chargers to win. But if I was to predict the score, I would predict by 27-17. But like I say, hope the Texans prove me wrong though today. I mean, it's gonna. I mean, it's gonna see. It's gonna be interesting to see how this turns out. Because even if Houston were to find a way to win, they would have to go to Kansas City, to battle Pat Mahomes once again. Unless, of course, the lowest seed team, which is the Broncos, happen to beat the Bills, which will lead to Houston going to Baltimore, I believe. But not safe to say, all eyes are on the wild card round, and all eyes are on the Chargers. I mean, shall be a fun game. And shout out to Mo Dog and shout out to LA Original. Salute to y'all. And I have to say, may the best team win. So, yeah. And like I said, I will make the Longhorns versus Buckeyes recap Cotton Bowl video later on. So, be on the lookout for that. But until then, LTH checking on the body here. 713 to Bio City. Always and forever, go Texans.